Hello there, it is Chess Tech, and today I want to talk to you about knowing when enough is enough. And we're going to place a rapid game with some commentary, and this is my rapid progress at the moment. As you can see, it's pretty darn horrific. We have got an absolute disaster here, really. I mean, this is just horrific, isn't it? And I noticed today that I'm actually at my all-time lowest rating of 1928, which is now. Um, and I think I only just managed to salvage a draw in the last game I played. So I don't know why this has happened. To go from 2100 or solid 2000 player all the way down, and just loss after loss after loss. And whether this is anything to do with just playing too much blitz chess, and only playing the odd rapid game. So here we go. So let's go for. We'll try and get a favourable. Okay, I was going to say a favourable Reti, but I'm probably going to end up with some sort of English here. I guess you could say it's a Reti. I mean, okay, so he's gone for this. Generally, it's quite aggressive F5 setup, which I find the fianchetto works quite well against actually immediately. I mean, even if you play D4, let's see, D4, C4, Knight C3, just going into like a sort of Catalan type structure, it's quite good. But anyway, so I don't really know a whole lot about this type of position actually. It's probably pretty standard. Shows my lack of chess knowledge. I mean, really now, in this position, I'm just going to expand on the queen side. I've got development. My king's castled. Obviously, just try and I probably will. Yeah, I mean, my dark square bishop. He's going to try and probably build up an attack. Maybe play queen e8 and come down towards my king side there. My king side, yeah, h5 square, that sort of stuff. Start kicking things around. In the meantime, I'm just going to try and get a bit of space here. It's a bit spineless, this sort of chess, really. I'm just, I suppose it's because I've had such a terrible run, and I've had some great positions, and I can't seem to finish people off, or I keep doing horrific blunders. But there's more time available, which is a bit weird as well. So, yeah. See, already his position's looking a little bit sketchy for me. Let's grab the open file. Maybe I'll play Queen C2 next, connect the rooks. I just blundered. He just take the pawn, can't he? I just blundered straight away there. All he's got to do is take the pawn. All he had to do then was take my C4 pawn. I take back and then I lose pawn. That's incredible. And then just I'll probably push the pawn there. Yeah, I am going to get pulverized here. Let me just think, do I need to take his knight? Do I knight B1? Yeah, this is bad. I mean, this is... Okay, so I'm going to... Wants to exchange some pieces. That's fine, I can live with that. I want to play knight D2, then knight B3, and probably try and get it out on that outpost. So that's a bit, they say, knights on the rim of dim. Now I've just squandered that pawn, which I needed to do as punishment for not concentrating. Really is bad chess, this. I mean, no wonder I'm losing these games. This is just... I mean, this is lost. He's just going to take my B4 pawn and then take my C5 pawn straight afterwards. There you go. I mean, it's absolutely horrific. Horrific chess. I have no compensation. I have nothing about his position is remotely good. Nothing. We could take that with his queen. I don't have anything on time. There's nothing here. This is, I have to, this is what you need to do. I need to sit down, look at the sort of last dozen games I've played and see why it is, there's a pattern here. We can see it's a lack of concentration, but it's so bad. Normally I used to just be able to play with like a level of, what I'm looking for, just awareness, and you just wouldn't make those sort of blunders. But now, can I play Queen E6, some sort of desperado cheapo that just threatens nothing, that looks good? He'll just move his knight. And then that'll be an issue. Where am I going to put my queen then? Nowhere to put my queen. It doesn't work, does it? Let's just play desperados. At least I'm threatening something there with that fork. He'll probably move his knight now. His bishop will be covering that square. So going back to what I was saying, when you're having these moments, this is the difference. You have to, it happens to everyone. You go through phases of playing badly. I have not been playing. Oh, interesting. Okay. I've not been playing a lot of. So he's allowed that fork there. I just can't understand it, but he's hitting my. Okay. So he's hitting my rook. But I can just take his knight with my rook and then fork his queen. This is interesting. Has he blundered here? He tried to be a bit too clever. Rook takes knight. Doesn't work. Because bishop takes rook, and I haven't got that on then, have I? Right, okay. So, knight e6, hitting his queen. His queen takes rook. Queen takes rook. Knight takes rook. I lose two pieces. That's not good, is it? And there's no cheapos. I think we're just going to have to suck that up. He's living dangerously. I don't actually. I'm quite sure about that. To me, it's a bit risky, but he's the one winning. He must be the better player. I suppose that the only shred of I haven't lost a piece yet, which is normally what can happen when I start playing like this. Yeah, he's sort of almost being really careful. So he's now let that fork happen. Out of threat. I don't understand that. How can somebody see some tactics and then just miss the most obvious ones? But I guess he's probably thinking the same about me. So now he's lost the exchange. I've got him a bit on time. Let's see. So he's just playing a bit too slowly. I don't want to start saying he's cheating and all that. You should just catch that instantly with the other knight, surely. Leave the queen where it is. Stops my rook coming down to a7. Why would you delay capturing that? Why would you delay? It's an obvious capture. Correct. So this is a bit suspicious to me. So I could take that knight and win a pawn. Pretty desperate to do that, but he's going to have his white square bishop out diagonal. I gotta get this. These rooks joined. Yeah, so he's just going for cheapoville now, which is okay. Can all do that. I don't have, although I've won this exchange, I don't really have any compensation. But he's got. I'm sort of back in it. I mean, you know, like I say, it's shameful really if I get anything out of this game. It really is. I don't like the way he's playing. It's just a bit too sort of like I'm inputting the move. There's no fluidity. That's a bit better. Actually moved it. So can I throw in that pawn? Yeah, probably just push it. I used to try and break those pawns up. Those pawns in the middle are quite. Excuse me. I feel they're quite imposing. He's coming down. So he's got a few weaknesses around his king. The white squares. G6, H7, F7, potentially. If I can exchange his white square bishop off. But it's a bit. So let's just go for something a bit more direct and brutal. Try and exchange his rooks and get my other rook on the back rank. I can't really fanny around waiting for him to push his pawns down the board. It's going to be quite strong with that rook behind it, his passed pawn. So if he plays e4, which I'm sort of waiting for him to, and I can't play knight h4 because he'll just push the pawn around and knight will be trapped. So it either goes to e1, which I don't like very much, goes here. That's a bit of a blunder actually, because he can now just take the pawn. His knight. Just lost another pawn. Not thinking about that quick enough, but I don't know if I could have protected that pawn by playing knight e1, which I thought about for a second and then rejected because I wanted a more active position, and now it takes. You should be instant capture here. Can't see any possible reason why you delay that. That's better. Okie dokie. Now he's got 3 passed pawns, and yeah, I've got a pretty shocking position. Yeah, it's just not acceptable to play like that really. It's just going to come down the board and crush me. Okay, so I'm going to threaten rook a6. Try and get him to waste some time. His queen. You can just play b4 here. I mean, this is completely crushing for black. This is lost for white, really. Has to be absolutely lost. Don't deserve to get anything out of this. The only way I'll get anything out of this is swindling him. But I'm not in a swindling mood at the moment. Now that knight's stopping my cheapo. If I can exchange rooks, if I've got time, probably gonna have to sack my knight to stop a couple of these pawns, because this is just getting stupid now. Just getting brutalised, aren't I? Yeah. Question is, I play knight b3 and he pushes the pawn. I can't protect the knight. I lose it. Knight is the world's worst defensive piece when it comes to stopping pawns, as we all know. There's no point in fanning around thinking about that, because it's only going to go one place. I can't get any counterplay, and he's not letting me. He's going to push the other pawn, surely. Just push either pawn. Pawn c2, d6. Yeah. Just play that quickly. So you can't queen it straight away, I don't think. Might frustrate him. takes. I wonder if there's there's slightly frustrating for him, but got him a little bit of time back on him. This is all about battling on, I suppose, as well. It's funny how I find, when you're really up against it, sometimes you just start playing. You try harder, but you can't try. Why can't you put the effort in to really focusing from the beginning? I think that's just a mindset thing, just being a bit sloppy. I haven't had my coffee. I've just lost his night. Can't believe. I just don't understand this player. Don't understand it. I don't understand him. It's like he's using a computer, but then he's not. So even though I've got, I'm like doing quite well here. I'm actually, still got a spot of bother going on. Where are we going to put that knight? Let's just make a move. It'd be wonderful if he played something like G. That's helpful. So there's tactic here. I can feel it. Check. His knights only. I need to. There's some cheapos coming. I can feel it. I've got knight f5. Then I've got that check coming in. So it's not mate, is it? Check. Takes. Oh, yes. He's going to queen though, isn't he? I can't play the rook up because he'll queen. I'm desperate to play rook a8, but I can't because he queens, and I've got an issue. I'm throwing check there. And letting him get some time back then. He needs to get on a dark square. Actually, that's a bit of a blunder, isn't it? Because he could play queen e, and it doesn't work. Yeah, I was going to say he can play queen e5, and he's hitting my rook now. What about knight takes pawn check? Just takes, doesn't work. Got this check here. Got a feeling this is going to end up going horribly wrong. So I need a way of protecting. Right, so if I play knight takes, knight check, knight takes knight, bishop takes knight, you've still got I get the check. So does this work? It's my only hope, I think. I go check. Now I can play this check here. Don't know if it's I'm just bluffing here. Hold on a minute. Could I have just taken that knight? Couldn't I have just taken his knight? Now we've got check. Yeah, I think I've just totally blown this, haven't I? Absolutely blown it. I had him then. Now he's going to go on a white square. He's going to get away, isn't he? That's really frustrating. Yeah, I had a chance then, and I just totally missed. That's horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. Yeah. I missed. I think I could have just taken his knight with my queen. I couldn't because then he takes my rook. Yeah, so he's done that. I thought he'd do that. I can't stop the pawn either. And now he's just going for it. He's got a check, hasn't he? I've got one hope here. It's that check, isn't it? I don't know whether that's going to save me. It's probably not, is it? Oh, I've just blundered my queen away. It's over. Yeah. Well, I thoroughly deserve to lose again. That's absolutely, utterly appalling. I really apologise. So just take my queen with your queen. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I can't win a game like that. I cannot win a game of chess like that. You just can't be possible that somebody could play so badly on both sides. I mean, I am sad to even, let's have a look at this, to even upload this game. So we're okay so far. Well, there's only one moral from that game, and that's to keep going. And I kept going, and I got a result. And do you know what's so ironic is I've lost so many games that I should have won or drawn, and then to win a game like that where I was hopelessly crushed, being crushed. So I'm got a good position here. Computer's slightly better here. Still slightly better. So like 30 moves in, still slightly better. Still likes my position, so I was a bit hard on myself here. Yeah, it didn't like that. That was a blunder. So straight away I blundered, but he missed that. And it didn't like that, but it's only slightly better for black. And then we start getting in a pickle, so I should have exchanged that off. Yeah. So I totally lost here. I mean, -2. All I had to do was drop the bishop back to cover that b4 pawn. And yeah, proceed to play like an absolute. I mean, this is incredible that he's missed this. But he's still slightly better, even though I win the exchange because of his pawns. Okay, now it's of equal. Now I think so. I should have exchanged that knight straight away for my bishop. I'm not worried about the mating threat. I sort of let him back in the game. You see, being too anal about my pieces. Let's have a look here. So yeah, let's do more pawns, more shocking play. Very inaccurate, very inaccurate. So clearly better. Black is clearly winning this position. But he didn't just blast his pawns down. He should have just pushed that pawn again. He did, but then it's. I still think that's still winning. So he should have just gave me a sniff. That's incredible. I feel quite sad for him there. He's -7, which is absolutely crushing. All he had to do is exchange rooks. And he moved his king, which is, I can sort of understand that, because he didn't want it to be pinned, his knight, in the future. But in doing so, by allowing that exchange, it allows me to equalise and win a piece. But I'm only just winning. Even though I'm a whole rook up. I'm only just winning because of his pawns are so strong. So yeah, I think he blundered there, possibly let me in with a check and get some play. Just started creating some tactics here. So I couldn't remember here. So check, and then check, takes. So I have totally blundered here. At the back here, let's just go back. So something horrific's happened. So I'm winning, or better, +2 valuation there. And the move it wanted me to put, the computer wanted was Queen C3, but instead I went for here, which is instantly losing, which is the move I saw afterwards, Queen E5, which he rightly played. He allows me to check, which is still pants, but what's the cheapo he missed then? Oh, the pin. Check. Still completely losing, and he takes. But I then play this cheapo. He's utterly winning. -13, crushing me to death. Plays that. I played a check. Yeah, and I just swindled him. Here, not here, it was obviously back there with the queen. So, I'm playing the moves computer wants. And, I keep... Yeah, just being crushed. So he allows me this check here. My only hope is to play a check on e4, so I drop my queen down here, and he allows it. He should never have allowed that check, ever. And he does allow it. It's still completely winning, and then he just allows me to swindle him there with a move like that. A sort of move you play in a 1 minute game. So, and do you know what? He still had a fair bit of time then, I thought, to look at that and analyse that before he played that bishop move and lost. Anyway, so I apologise for the quality of that chess, and I hope you found it useful. And if anything, like I say, not giving up. As long as you've got your big guns on the board, you've still got some chances in blitz. But I needed that game. I needed to win and get a win under my belt. If I go back to my, literally, I think I had, I've lost every rapid game going, and my streak, 6 in a row. 6 in a row, basically. So I've lost, not 6 in a row. Oh, that was back in 2017, but I must be on 5 in a row with a couple of draws thrown in there. Anyway, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that. Any comments or questions, leave on YouTube. If you can hit the subscribe button, that would be great, because I know there's somebody out there listening to my rants and waffles, and that's good to know. It helps inspire me to carry on making videos. And I will see you soon.